Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of them Candid Conversations. You know what we do around Candid Conversations, yeah? We crisscross around the globe, linking up with all them. You know how it goes with all them artists who like creatives and them people like that who got a positive contribution to what we're living, to our lifestyle and all that type of situation. And you know what? This time around, man had to walk all the way, touch maybe Southern California, maybe touch Hawaii. You see what I'm saying? You get that, yeah? You get that, yeah? Maybe touch Hawaii, maybe touch California, maybe go to Honolulu. Yeah, them type of things in there, my brother. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of them Candid Conversations. DJ Lopo, Y2G, you know how them people keep it up. Yeah, listen, Candid Conversation, we're back on the scripts again. For those who don't know, now you know. Keep subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know them regular things over there, yeah? We reaching out to all the massive and crew all around the world, broadcasting from a secret location in London. We don't want mans to know about that. You know how that other thing go, yeah? But we're in a positive vibe. We're on a positive vibe. We're crisscrossing the globe. We're reaching to Honolulu. We're touching sports, that type of thing, you know. Good music and honest vibe, and we're still on that reggae tip. We're still on that reggae tip. Listen, Candid Conversation, we're here again. A big shout out to all our well wishers. A big shout out to all our sponsors. A big shout out to all our new subscribers, all people, you know. Sometimes we drop a gun, but yeah, it's all in the same way, right? Like, listen, yeah. Shout out to OWF, Olympia Fuller Foundation, for all the good work you're doing in the community, inside UK, inside London, all the good work you're doing in the community, OWF, inside Nairobi, Kenya, you know, linking all the type of thing. A big shout out to Sakata Kandanda. Yes, Sakata Kandanda, what you're doing in the community, like out in Gedurai 45, where man is from, Sakata Kandanda, big up man Jonjo, like helping the kids from school, like helping the kids with football and that type of thing. You know, we all for the community, yeah? We know we all for the community. Listen, Honolulu, we get there. A big shout out to Icon Radio. A big shout out to Sanayetu Mtaani. My man Chris Timano, what you're doing, helping the guys with the football and that type of thing. We love that. A big shout out to another man there, so-called Isaac Mwibanda, all the mental health activists, you know, that type of situation. We still stand up together as a community. We try to help each other. We try to come together and all that thing. Listen, there's a long list, but it's on a positive, good vibe. It's Candid Conversation. A big shout out to our sponsors, our massive sponsors, Bush and Wine Adventures, Twigger Accountants, and Jericho Electrics. We're there. We love it. We love what you're doing. A big shout out to the big plug. A big shout out to Sister Zion Rock. We're there. God, we love you. We see what you're doing and we appreciate you. Sometimes we forget to say it, but here we are again. Yeah. Candid Conversation. So, you know what we do in Candid Conversations? If I've forgotten you, link up down there, tell me I forgot you, yeah? And it's all love. So now today, we reach out to Southern California. We're touching base with my sister. Yeah?
Yes. Greetings,
morning. How are you,
Kitty? Looking forward to meeting with you. And
I want to give thanks. I know.
Yeah. For the beautiful introduction. That was amazing. And thank you very much for having me on your show.
No, thanks a lot, my sister. Listen, yeah, it's been up and down in there. You know how it goes sometimes, yeah? We say we're going to link up this time and then life happens, right?
Certainly true.
How are you keeping though? You all right?
Things are going great. I am blessed and looking forward to performances that are coming up and music that I've been working on, some new songs that I'm writing, and that it keeps me feeling very uplifted.
Listen, somebody told me there's a big show going down very soon. Yeah, listen, my sister. You got the top on that show, you know. You got Luciano, you got bare people on that. Yeah, listen, my girl, you're doing good, my girl.
Yes.
My girl, you're doing good. Yeah, listen,
Woo.
you're doing good. There's a
Thank
show coming
you.
up, like,
I
yeah.
am yes,
Listen,
grateful for all the opportunities I've had to perform and looking to connect with more festivals and big stages because that's what it's all about. Networking with other artists and meeting new people is my favorite thing, really. So I'm just lucky that I get to do what I love most.
listen, before we go any further, yeah, just tell us about this big show that's coming and just name a couple of the artists that will be in this big show that's coming where you're going to grace the stage, my sister. Please, please, please.
So coming up very soon, we've got Reggae Under the Stars in May, which is from May 5th to 7th. And I'm going to be performing live with Cashed Out, Bomba Fire, Brendan Clemente, and a bunch of other reggae artists that I love. And I am also coming up to a showcase here, March 10th, right here in Los Angeles. I'm going to be performing alongside John Mark, and Junior Francis is emceeing this event. Empress Akua is performing. There's going to be Lennox B and a really, really nice lineup of world music artists on this one at the Island Boy Cafe on Pico in LA.
Listen, my girl, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a beautiful thing when you're doing something you love, like you feel your calling, and then you feel like you're being accepted by your peers, and also you're reaching out to massive out there. You know what I mean?
Yes, it definitely feels great to get to connect with some new supporters and people that have been listening to music and giving me such encouragement. I appreciate you connecting with me for this interview, and I, want to give a big shout out and thanks to Raquel Zionrock for also, putting us in touch and making connections like this happen so that the music can be heard.
Listen, my sister does the necessary. You see
Yes,
what I'm saying?
she's
The
the best.
necessary.
That's right.
Yeah,
Well,
not nobody like her. Like, she leads with love. You see what I'm saying? She leads with
she
love.
really does. She's given me a whole lot of support that has really uplifted my soul to another level. And I'm like, just, really in awe of the work that she does.
She leads with love. Trust me. I'm telling you, like, that's all I can say for now. But she leads with love. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Now, listen, man. I'm gonna give you a big background. Like me. See, we in London right now. I'm in London right now. Like, but I'm not like from here, that type of thing. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, born and grew up in East Africa, Nairobi to be precise. Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow. So you made it a long way to travel and then move to London.
Kenya to be precise. Kenya to be precise.
That is incredible. Wow. So you were born and raised
254.
in Kenya. When did you move to London?
Yeah, I've been here donkey's years, man. I've been here like 20 something years and them type of thing.
How cool is that? And you love it there, so you couldn't leave?
It's life, like got family over here and them type of thing. You see what I'm saying? So being like,
Certainly, that makes sense.
yeah, it kind of makes sense. Got family over here, but the thing is, like, being in the business for them type of thing, and then came from a different setting to a different setting. Yeah, so I learned to appreciate anything that vibrates on my frequency. You see what I'm saying?
I can relate to that.
You can relate to that. Anything that vibrates on my frequency, I hug it, and I don't want. You know what I mean? I'm like, I want to see where I can find my space in this type of thing. Yeah, and that's what I'm telling you. Zion Rock with love, like she lives with love and that type of situation. Yeah. So being a DJ for donkey's years, and I'm an artist, DJ, producer, all that type of thing. You see what I'm saying? So in London now, so heavy on the Afrobeat, heavy. Grew up on reggae since day one.
Love that.
Grew up on reggae, like
you got a wide span of musical interest.
Yeah. So that's it. So yeah. So it's a beautiful thing that's what I'm saying. When I find something I gravitate to that has the same resemblance or has the same resonance to something I know everybody else thinks it is, and then I find the honesty inside it, I feel like, yeah, I want to explore more about that. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Now there comes Sister Lucy Morningstar, and I'm like, I'm loving the vibes. See what I'm saying?
Oh,
All
thank
right,
you so much.
I'm loving the vibe, and I'll be honest with you. I'm loving like Honolulu and Morningstar. I'm loving like Bound to the I'm specific. You see what I'm saying? I'm like
Thank you. I'm really, yeah, I'm glad that you resonate with the music and that my songs speak to you in a way. That's
that's what
very I'm honored to hear that, especially coming from across the world and telling me that as a songwriter who's from New York and lives in California. It really does humble me to just that music connects us all, and it's not one person or another's music. It's really all music. It's music
yeah.
itself that
It's
helps us to circulate and give the energy, take the energy, have that reciprocation with everything
mm,
in the
mm.
existence that we're here to, you know, it's not really just about our music. So when someone says that my song means something to them, I mean, I know you have a lot of music in mind. So that really is
That's
like,
that.
thank you. I'm
And
honored.
that's what I'm saying. I'm choosy. I'm choosy. Like there's a lot of music but then I'm choosy. I vibrate like where I'm vibrating. I wanna know. I wanna know why was I like why is it like you see what I'm saying? Because also DJing, you sometimes DJ to the crowd. You DJ to us, you know what I mean? Because being
Yes.
here, like I had to learn how to DJ from house to all that thing just sometimes to pay the bills. Them type of situations. You see what I'm saying?
I do. It's a real grind. That's,
Yeah, there you
yet
go.
to grind is
There
no
you
joke.
go. Hence the year to grand. I had to learn how to, yeah, you know what I mean? See that type of
You
situation.
you
But
got to spread the love and manifest it.
that's where, and that's why when I find something that I kind of vibrate to, I'm like, ooh, let me see what this is all about type of situation. Yeah. Hey, yeah, because grew up on reggae, grew up on them Afrobeat, grew up like before everybody else knew what Afrobeat was about. We've been doing that for bare years. It's just like now it's getting there. You see what I'm saying? It's
It
getting,
is. It's
it,
starting to
yeah, it's getting
expand.
the international look, but it's our way of life, been our way of life for a while. You see what I'm saying? It's only now the
Exactly.
international look is coming in. It's like, oh yeah, what's this new thing? Nah, 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 and new.
Uh,
Our way of life since day. Yeah, it's them type of things, right? And what cuts across that is the honesty in reggae music. You see what I'm saying? Nobody can deny that. You see what I'm saying? No, like you can try, yeah, but yeah, that's undeniable, and that's now where you come in. You know what I'm saying?
ah, thank
No,
you. That that feels really great to hear. Especially, I mean, wow, there's so many legends and people that have come before me to create the kind of sound that I hope for when I go in the studio and create. And it's like only because of the kind of support that I've had that it's like lifted my vibrations to a different level, and with musicians around me and producers that have also given me such love that the love that they've shined onto me has changed my vibration to a level that I'm receiving now in the songs. And I'm like grateful that new inspiration has come my way in the like support of friends and different people that are there for me nowadays. And yeah, I'm lucky to have my family and the people around me cheering me on. That's for sure.
I
So
wouldn't. Yeah, I'm a particular one in them. Like, so I choose my words carefully. I wouldn't say change. I'd say not even elevate. I'd say resonate. I would.
mm,
It made it resonate to the same people, the people who you were in the same
yeah,
frequency with, but you
that's
didn't
right.
know.
Exactly. It's like
You know what
more
I mean?
of a resonation with
Yeah.
others
It's not. There's
that
no
they
change.
align with
There's
you.
no change.
So
It's
yeah,
just the
no,
resonance is kind of like
right.
wider now, like reaching out type of situation. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's just the
Right.
resonance. I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. So like
Ah,
when I say
ah.
resonance, and I'll bring you back to my point. It's like when you saying Honolulu, it's because you once lived over there. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, actually, I was living in Maui, but I was
You say,
writing.
yeah, and you say it in the song, you say Mali is where I'm from and that type. You see what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah,
basically, that was the vibe around that type of time, and you're being honest to the surroundings of what your vibration was, right? And when I see that, when I listen to that tune, all I gotta do is change the Honolulu to where I'm from. being that I'm far away from home also. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
So I
I
just,
feel
you see what I'm saying? So I just changed the name. It's not Honolulu. To me, it's Gezorai 45, but the vibe is still the same. I'm resonating. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? But I'm far away from home still. You see what I'm saying?
I
That type
do.
of thing. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. The resonance level is like, yeah, I'll vibe with that. I want to see what she's all about. That type of situation. You see me?
Certainly.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Ah, listen, hold up, girl. You said you are New York native?
I am. I am
Which
originally from
borough?
River, and I lived in, well, Westchester. I grew up and went to school there, and also spent some time in Long Island
Manhattan over there something.
and the city. Yes, a lot of time in the city and Manhattan.
Uptown, uptown, uptown.
And you've lived there as well?
No, no, no. It's just like I know I got family over there for a while.
Oh, very
Yeah, I
nice.
got like cousins and stuff over there. Yeah, for a while. So when you say you are like whatever I can we talk and we Zoom call and how like over one of your cousins maybe birthday you'll all do like yeah Ray, how you been that type of thing when you're checking in with family. So I got family over there still. So yeah, I get a vibe about that. So
Oh, cool.
Miss Lucy Morningstar,
Yes.
give us a little bit background about yourself, Miguel. So how did you start? What happened till whatever Ray till we got to this point?
I've been a part of, the music industry, I'd say, for a good amount of time now because I've always, well, luckily been a part of a musical family. My
Mm.
father was in, and he raised me to learn and study instruments and singing and learning music that I admired,
Ah.
which led me to the passion for it at a young age. And my mother also really supported this, and my younger sister also was devoted to music herself. So
Mhm.
I came from people that their passion around me for music, uh,
Um,
you know, like my
a
upbringing
background
was
of musical. You have a musical background, like a background of an upbringing in the musical scene type of situation, right?
yeah, it
So
was.
what type of music was in the house? What type of music was your dad doing, and what that type of situation?
My dad was teaching music and also performing with different
Band.
bands. And
All right.
so he had classic rock and blues kind of
Okay.
influence. Main favorites like Jimi Hendrix was his
Mm.
favorite, Cream and the Doors, and classic rock artists, and Stevie Ray Vaughan, and artists
Mm.
that were uh, kind of, I'd say, innovative and before their time with
Ah,
their
no, yeah.
stylistic performance and aesthetic that had like a futuristic but psychedelic
Ah,
kind of, and
okay. The
also,
George Clinton, kind of from the George Clinton school, like where they were fusing
yes,
and experimenting. You know what I mean? I know what you're
yeah,
saying. Yeah, when you
yeah.
say Jimi Hendrix, George Clinton is leaning over there somewhere. You know what I mean? Yeah, the
But my
funkadelic.
dad was also like a big influence on a lot of other musicians and people that
Mm,
he taught, and he really shared um, his view and perspective was not like other people. So he had something different to offer. And in being a child who was witness to that, it
mm.
really opened my eyes to what was possible because it gave me that type of the
Confident.
inspiration and the spark to, like, see what kind of musical soul I had, with alongside the other musical souls
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
was,
yeah, like kind of
raised.
what else is there? What else is there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like
confidence to challenge yourself to what else is there? What else can
a
I do?
different time when I was a kid, because also like music was not as well accepted for everyone to be a part of. Like it was kind of selective. So my
Ah,
dad fight for his right to be a musician, and in
mm,
his parents' eyes, it was like not their first choice. But once they accepted it, it like gave my dad this freedom to like a point where he really became very disciplined and organized in his ways of the application of being a musician.
Like, basically, hold on a minute. What I'm understanding is, to your grandparents, who your dad is their son, he was like, okay, he wants to take up this, whatever this vocation or whatever this thing is, yeah? But they think, oh, can you see me though? My days, my son's been on this thing, you know? Can you see me? Oh my days, I'm telling you, I'm gonna guess somebody's gonna answer some stuff over here. Hold on a minute. Oh, you can see me now, right?
I see you, yeah.
Right. Listen, so my understanding is, even when your dad embraced music earlier before you, but his parents, your grandparents, weren't sure about it at the start.
You know, they had accepted it as like a hobby for him, but they wanted him to make a career out of something else because they had bigger aspirations in their time. You know, in that time, the aspiration unanimously was for people to be like doctors or lawyers.
You sound like, hold on. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, on Saturday. But listen,
you know what?
You can make a good accountant. You should be a doctor. You should.
I think that pressure is like still within me, that feeling of that anti-authoritativeness, because like when you come from a parent who's received that kind of feeling of sorts where they've been oppressed in some way, like then they pass that feeling of like this need to liberate down to you. And that is what I have experienced the most of anything in my music and in my own like expression of life, like person. Yeah, like rebel spirit is really like what I feel the most.
Like you see, it's funny because he kind of like rebelled against them, and he's looking at you like you're rebelling against him, but you're looking at him like, yo, mama, you remember granddad and grandma what they were saying about you though?
Exactly.
Yes, it's one of them ones, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just, I don't know, amazing how much the synergy of family kind of propels you as you get older and understand your ancestors and their intentions and what they really wanted and why.
Yeah.
That feeling comes to you like in waves of understanding.
Full circle.
Yeah, full circle, exactly.
There's a couple of times where you'll be saying to yourself, I don't want to play it like that. But then when you're in your mix, you're playing it like him, and you're like, yeah, I know I can do better though. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Full circle. Yeah. I see. Listen, I experienced that because also my son the same thing. Yeah, that's why you see like my things be messed up. Like he's too young for all this, but I let him have a go because he wants to do what he sees dad do. You know what I mean? But only at his time, only when he wants to, and that's how we're gonna do it. Yeah, even everything. But when you come around my things, have some respect, man. Oh, you coming around my things? No, have some. But he's like, no, I want it like this. I'm like, yeah, but that's not respectful though, yeah. But he's like, yo, but dad, you told me when I'm here I cannot have it my way. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what, yeah. That's why even sometimes I'm coming back, I'm like, yeah, I understand that. So talk to me about something. So when did you feel like, okay, now I'm a musician and now I want to pursue this? And what was that first time for you like in the studio?
In the studio, you said? I was introduced by my dad in some ways to his studios and the places that he was working on recording. So it felt kind of like a natural progression into my own inclusion of it, because he gave me access when I was like 16 to start recording stuff that when he'd set up like a little like new setup that had like Reason, and it became bigger. Like he built this setup and then like expanded it, and I was there as a part of it. So all the software that was like becoming a part of the hardware that was giving people access to recording, becoming more modernized, was also like a part of my introduction, because
you're learning,
the technology changing. Yeah,
you're more familiar with it, so it was kind of like the technology meeting with the musicianship for you.
Yeah, I loved watching my dad, you know, with different endeavors. The fact that he was so multi-talented and like really was able to do different like different avenues in order to make his career go round. He always was like innovative and creative in terms of getting different jobs and making sure that his part with my family, like he took such good care of my mom and us. Like I just am really lucky that I came from a person who was as hardworking as both my parents have worked extremely hard, so that I guess I would have a chance in this world that like most people might tell you need to work for someone else, and they believed in that there was a chance for me to create something for myself where I could sustain upon my own ability to do what I wanted and do what I loved. So they've really been, my family's really been my rock.
In short, say your number one cheerleader. You got your cheerleaders lot. Touch and still keep the vibe going. Hold the vibe. We're holding a vibe with Lucy Morningstar, my sister there. And
Cheers.
Are you keeping me, sister? You still at it? You still with us?
I'm staying blessed. Thank you very much for keeping in touch with me and making this beautiful interview happen. I'm really glad that we could talk about so much, that pertains to the backstory of my music. It is strange, but some questions that you ask me I've never been asked before, so it feels like it's like such an interesting look at things from a different angle. That's what I'll say. Thank you.
Now, listen, Miguel, I appreciate the works, yeah? So I'm just like being inquisitive and all that type of thing. You see me, right?
It's up to you and all the work that you're doing, and thank you for promoting artists and bringing, the message out from like underneath artists, because it's not easy to come up with that type of the type of questions that really stir up these these conversations. So the candid conversations you're having, I mean, it really is meaningful, and it's gonna get the word out for a lot of listeners that may not know about me or about your show. So I'm thankful that we'd have this chance.
We try. Listen, before we go any further, do us a favor, for anybody who's gonna come catch this later, can you just give them your handles, like your social media handles and that type of thing?
Yes. Where you can find me online is under Lucy Morningstar Official on Instagram, Lucy Morningstar Music Group on Facebook, and also Lucy Morningstar Band page on Facebook. I have a YouTube that's under Lucy Morningstar, and the URL is /Fiery Guitar, FIRUIGUITAR. It's an old one, but you know what? This is where my music's at, so might as well get it. And also on Spotify, you can add me under Lucy Morningstar. My YouTube and Spotify all have the newest releases, and my Bandcamp page also is a great place to get all of my music and discography.
There we go, my guys. Listen.
Hey, there's more.
No. Hold on. What? Listen. Shots fired when you said Lucy Morningstar fire guitar. We'll come back to that. But in between time and in the meantime, people, you had her, Lucy Morningstar, on all them platforms there that she said. Okay? Listen, my sister, I got a question for you, right? I love vibe. I'm vibrating and I'm feeling it, But tell me, I got a question, Why reggae music, though, my sister? Why reggae music?
Reggae music? Reggae music is, let me tell you, Reggae music is one force in this world that unites all people, any age, any ethnicity, any style, any body type, any gender preference or religious, anything. It doesn't discriminate because
Talk
reggae
about
music
it, my sister. Talk about it. Talk
reggae
about
music
it,
is
my
about
God.
soul. It's about
Talk
seeing one
about it,
another.
my God.
It's about where
Tell
we
them.
really come from and the
Tell
roots
them
of
about that.
our people. So
Yeah.
Africa and where you're coming from is really where the reggae started. And I'd say that Jamaica and Africa and these countries that are where the roots music originated from are actually a big part of what's made our circulation of music as a whole and pop music exist because of the influence of reggae. So I'd say that artists like Toots and the Maytals and Peter Tosh and Bob Marley and the artists that came before me who created the original sound and the music that we see as reggae, and then King Tubby and the creators of dub music and the scientists who I had the pleasure of working with recently, the people that have created, and also Delroy Pottinger, who I produced with in Jamaica, and he's a producer who I greatly admire in the reggae world. I have looked up to all of these artists because of one thing. Their lack of judgment of people, their unification of people came from them seeing people as people, not feeling any way about like looking at one person differently, because really it's not like anyone wants to be seen as the outsider, even though we're all different.
Yeah, but we are still one, basically. We are one.
But we're all one. And that's
one
what
love.
reggae brings, is that unification in the sound.
Yo, listen, my girl, you just made my day.
You made my day. You made mine too.
I got my little one who is into music. I try to tell him, like, yo, it don't matter all this drill thing or whatever you're doing. Oh yeah, that's the latest one. But how does it help you deal with in a positive way? How does it help you in a positive way deal with today, now, when you're going to school? You know what I mean? So if it makes sense. So he brings me some tunes that I don't agree to, but I'm like, okay, yeah, but listen, man, does it vibrate with your heartbeat? Does it make you feel like you're loved? Does it make you laugh? So to me, reggae music is honesty. Reggae music is one love. Reggae music is me. Reggae music is one people. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you. We've grown up with that, and we love that, and we love that. So tell me, so you vibrated into reggae music, and then there was a song called Bounce to the Music. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right there, amiga. Talk to me about this tune, because this is where I found you. I kind of like, after listening to a couple of your tunes, I'm like, I found you there. I found you in that tune, kind of bound to the music. Talk to us about this tune, Bound to the Music, my gal.
Okay, well, I had written this song when I was living in Hawaii. And it had come through me because of that exact feeling of that the fabric of us all was woven together through the sound, through anything obstacle-wise that could come between us. There was this meeting of the minds with my musicians and I that I had formed my band, Lucy Morningstar Band, with in Maui. And I had related to them in this way, like, wow, we're all really different creatures, but like we all really have one thing in common.
We vibrate on a similar frequency.
The music is what we have in common.
Yeah.
So I wrote this song about that feeling of the way we were compelled to play together in this like unstoppable way, and that like it just brought our
and how you felt connected while this is happening. How you felt connected in ways that you couldn't break it down in words. You couldn't point a finger to what exactly is happening, but you see what I'm saying?
It was a feeling of that this like wave of inspiration that comes over us when we play. It gets big as we get to embrace that feeling of going into the music.
All right. So when was this? When did you do this tune?
I wrote it in 2017 when I was living there in Hawaii, and then I came to California that end of the year and produced the song and released it in September of 2020 on the Road to Hana album that I produced with John Avila here in San Gabriel.
All right.
Yes, that record was also produced and played on by John Avila, who is a true legend and bass player, and he also sang on Bound to the Music.
Yeah, listen, man. Honorable shout out and mention to John Avila.
A big shout out to John Avila.
Honorable one. You see what I'm saying? A honorable one. Right, listen. So who else featured in the song? And you know what I mean? Is the song in an album or was it just a single? What was that?
The album The Road to Hana was a 5-song EP that featured a few other really, really notable and legendary musicians as well.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Now we can get into
let's talk about that.
There I can tell you about some musicians
let's talk about that.
Wow.
So who else is featured in this EP?
So featured on this EP is Carl Harvey on the song Honolulu. He played guitar, and Carl Harvey played with Toots and the Maytals. He was the guitar player from Toots and the Maytals, and a great person and a musician who's just incredible. He and also Danny Avila, John's nephew, who's an insane guitar player, who also played on the track Honolulu and a couple of the other songs on this record, and Rich Fizenik. So there was a lot of guitar action on some of the Road to Hana album that I included.
Hold up. Did I tell you about that guitar fire thing? I told you I'll come back to it.
Anthony Lagerfo from Promise of the Real, who plays with Lucas Nelson, Willie Nelson, and has also played with Neil Young and many artists that they've
Yeah. Stop, guy, you killing me.
Yes, I'm really humbled by the fact that they're willing to contribute to my music like that, and it's like crazy to think that sound came together with like so many forces, you know.
Stop. Tell us about the name of the EP again. What's the name of the EP again?
It's called The Road to Hana.
The Road to Hana. Where is it? It's available on all the streaming platforms and everything, right?
It's on Apple Music. It's on Pandora. It's on Spotify.
Listen, people. I'm addressing them. Hold on, my sister. Let me talk to my people over here, right? You guys, go get that. Road to Hana. Available on all streaming platforms.
Thank you.
Hold on a minute. Available on all your favorite streaming platforms. How about that?
I love it. Thank you so much.
How about that? Yeah?
Yeah, that's what's
there we
up.
go, my God. Listen.
I love it.
Listen.
I love it. Thank you.
Talk to me about Honolulu. And I've noticed you got a love for the guitar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? It's not just my style that I love, but I love including other styles of guitar playing on my features also. I've got a lot of other music that I've recorded with including other musicians on, and that in itself has enhanced it the most, because the way that others embellish the sound of the songs is like nothing that I could really do myself. So
you know what they call that? You know what they call that?
What?
They say steel sharpens steel.
Hey, exactly.
I got you there, innit? Steel sharpens steel. Yeah.
Yee.
On them samurai levels. You know, them samurai levels. Yeah. Yeah, steel sharpens steel. And especially, it's a beautiful situation where it's all, the foundation is love. So it's a lesson all the way through. You see what I'm saying?
Certainly, it is.
So you can't lose. It's not a loss for anybody. It's a lesson for everybody.
I feel it then. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I'll come back to you on that guitar thing, because I noticed you love your guitar. You see what I'm saying? I noticed
I do.
You love your guitar. So talk to me more about that. Why you love your guitar so much, my gal?
I have played guitar since I was real young, so I guess, the guitar makes me feel like I could express what I want in the songs in a comfortable way. So it's like always like a nice back setting for anything I would want to sing or whatever I would want to experiment with. And now it's become even more like that, like where I could really experiment and feel like just
Take
like
it to the
I like
next
to
level.
freestyle.
You
Yeah,
feel
I
like
like to
you feel
freestyle a
like
lot.
yeah, you feel like you see when you're going up the mountain, the guitar is like your string, like yeah, let me get to up that level type of situation, isn't it?
Exactly. I love the feeling of that there's like
Mm,
this kinetic energy that's building while playing, and
mm.
that there's a feeling like nothing might be known, but yet everything is known.
Yeah, and the confidence that you got from your dad, where you can experiment. Now here he is, isn't it? Via the guitar, like yeah, I can flip it
Hmm.
my way type of situation. Hey, listen, man, another one, a honorable shout out to your dad. We forgot about
Yes.
that. Forgot
Thank
about
you.
that. A honorable shout out to your dad, cause yeah, God, it's a beautiful thing when he can just play the guitar because his dad played in a band. He can just play football because his dad played football. You know what I mean? But it's another thing where now you embrace it to where it's also you're comfortable around it and you're able to experiment around it. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like elevation, progression, whatever it's gonna call. And I'd love to be a wall. I'd love to be a what you call it. I'd love to be an insect on the wall when you and your dad are arguing about who's your best guitar player and who's his best guitar player.
Yeah, my father passed away in
Oh,
2018. So sadly it's weird because I've been like in like the last 24 hours there was a meme that was really funny that I shared, and it said something about like your dad, and I was like, "Man, I don't mean this in any weird way, but I just find it hilarious and he would find it hilarious." I like literally was like, "Man, my dad would find this funny." Like like
oh,
he had such a good sense of humor that like I'm getting like tears in my eyes just thinking about it, because like I really miss him so much. Like it's
I'm
crazy to think,
so
like 5 years
sorry.
has gone by in April, and he was
Wow.
like, yeah, he was, I mean, with us every day. My dad was like such an important part of my family that like life has just been not the same, and like getting back to even a feeling from my mom that's like, of normalcy is not easy, because like there is no normalcy without my dad. My dad was like not like nobody
But
that ever
yes, that was
would
your
exist.
backbone. That was your listen, man. I'll apologize and condolences and rest in peace to your dad.
Thank
The way
you.
the way
Yo,
we are
of course, I
listen,
appreciate it. No, I mean,
the way we are going on about it is like he's here. He's kind of like
yeah.
you would if you hadn't said it, it'd be like he's here. Oh, I'm sorry, gal. Maybe we should
No,
chat
it's okay.
and come back again. No, stop it.
No, it's all right. I just like really, I mean, I can't believe it's like been this long, because like it's hard to like really like even express the feeling of like someone being gone that long. Like it's
But
crazy, but
you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I bet there was, hey, oh, come on, Carl. Let's cheer. Like, tell me the funniest thing you had about him when you were arguing about who's your best guitar and his best guitar. Let's have a laugh about it.
you know what? He was pretty funny. Like he definitely had a good sense of humor and was really he was always willing to talk with me when I needed him. So I'm like, I feel like he's there for me a lot right now. Like I have felt like he's definitely present, because his energy has been like what has always been present for me in my life. That's what like parents are
Constant.
there.
That's the constant in your life. His energy is the constant in your life.
Yeah.
Would you call that the precious love?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes, that's where the inspiration came for that song.
Oh, You're killing me. Take me out of here. Talk to me about precious love. Now let's talk about precious love, my gal. So that's what I love it. That's what's playing on the background right now. Talk to me about precious love.
That's awesome.
Talk to me about precious love, my gal.
Okay, I will. This is a
Breathe
song
in,
that I.
breathe in, breathe in. It's allowed. It's allowed.
It's
Talk to me about Precious Love, my girl.
Okay. It's a song that I wrote while I was on the train in London, actually going to do a radio show in Tottenham. And I wrote it when I had traveled to Europe right after my father had passed away, and it just came through me, the lyrics of the song, and I wrote it down on the train on my phone, and then when I got back, I had recorded the song and did it as a collaboration to produce with producer in Australia, Stephen Rev Maxwell, and he produced the song. He like recreated it with his own beat and production.
Yeah.
We kind of like blended our styles on it, and then passed it back and forth. I recorded more, he recorded more. It was a really cool collaboration, and it took us a while to like finally bring it to full fruition, and John Avila mixed that with me, and then like we ended up like releasing it in 2020, I guess that was, and I'm thinking, well, yeah, there's a lot to it because the song really means a lot. Every time I play it, I can feel that the energy and connectedness of me writing it like comes through the energy of me performing it, and that's not every song that you always feel about like the same way. You don't always feel the same, like the intentions of the writing, it come through, but when you, I don't know, when you like, I guess, play a song that's about something so deep, it can evoke that feeling of purity and just like your intentions. So that's what the song means to me. It's like the feeling of purity through the connection with
Precious
my father.
Love. Precious Love. So, listen, forgive me again. Who was the other artist on Precious Love that you said from Australia? You were in London when you was doing this. You were in my ends when you was doing this.
Hey, when I wrote the lyrics, I was in your place.
Oh my dang! Okay.
And yes, Stephen Rev Maxwell, he produced the song, and he was also played
honorable shout out to Stephen Rev Maxwell. That's some precious stuff right there. We gotta recognize everybody, because like anybody who contributes some honest artistry, you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
We that's what we do over here. We do over here, because I give you your flowers. We give him his flowers. You know what I mean? Because I resonate with this. I want everybody that is associated with this to know that I resonate to it. You know what I mean? I didn't know the big.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I'm blazing out there, when I get to, because you know what I mean, it's just a beautiful thing when you resonate to something. You don't know how you identify to it, and then once you hear the backstory, it kind of ticks a few boxes for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So honorable shout out to everybody that was this Precious Love, and even to you, you accept that this one resonates different when you perform it, innit?
It does. Yeah, I'm feeling really great about getting to play more shows live with my band, and I just look forward to getting to different cities and stages, in the months to come, because I'm going to be touring and playing in some other festivals and cities. So
that's a beautiful thing, man. And talk to us about, like, see, you are a performer. You're out on tours and everything like that, right? Talk to us as an artist, yeah. How like by the way, how was Brazil? I know you was in Brazil the other week, was it?
Yeah,
how was that?
I had such an amazing and just different experience than I ever would have imagined. It was something else. I really loved South America beyond my wildest dreams. I felt like I could have spent 20 years.
You didn't want to come back home.
So beautiful there, and like the people are just such such welcoming and awesome vibes. I love the tropical and surf skater vibes in Florianopolis. It was like,
listen. I see you going back again.
Yeah, let's go.
I see you going back again. I see you.
I'm gonna have to come back again.
As clear as tomorrow, I see you going back again, my girl. Talk to me about something, yeah? You as a musician, like accomplished performer, accomplished like acoustics, and you play a couple of instruments and all that, right? How was the social media helped or hindered your progression or whatever you want to do with Lucy Morningstar as a brand?
One more time, what was the question?
How was the internet or the social media helped you as an artist, or like what are the challenges, what are the benefits and the negatives of that you've experienced?
I have felt like the internet has been both a staple as far as promotion goes and letting people know what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, where I'll be, but also it's like sometimes kind of a crutch that we use too much, and it can be like hindering of the actual work when the work is the only thing that's like, good to get it done. Like, you don't want to sit back and be like browsing the internet, like when you need to be out there on the front lines of what your task is at hand. So like, you got to find the balance, and I've been using it a lot for my promotion of my music, but I need to really remember what is included, in my time frame of what I need to get done too, because like balancing using a lot of my time that way could, really benefit or hurt me depending on how I do it.
Definitely, I agree with you on the aspect of it. Basically, has opened up more avenues, right? But it's easy with the more avenues being opened up. Kind of like the artistry bar has been slightly lowered.
No, I wouldn't say that my artistry is.
Not you. In general. Like it has opened
generally,
up.
Definitely. Yeah, I didn't say that too.
Not you as an artist. Not you as an artist. I'm saying, like in general now, with the social media, anybody in their bedroom can put together a rhythm, a tune, and what and voice it and put it out, and it goes viral. You see what I'm saying? From those aspects, and then he can capitalize on it. But for artists, practitioners like you, that's where now the difference comes in, because you are out doing tours and doing this type of thing. You see what I'm saying? And you're out here doing, and then also you play your music. You understand? You write your music, to play your music, to record in a studio. You see what I'm saying? But so somebody else might have like just a nice hook and what, and then now they're out here, they're viral, and they look like you understand? They're the artists, while they're artists who are like, this is what they do. With or without a viral moment, they still keep progressing. You understand?
Got it. Yep.
Yeah, so not necessarily like as for one artist, they're practitioners, you see what I'm saying? And then there are people who go off that one viral moment. You understand?
No, I agree. It's like, there is a progression of putting yourself out there at different points for different reasons. And I've come to realize that like when you have good reason, you might as well put yourself out there fully and with your whole intentions being to do it the right way. Because if you're holding back anything, then it's felt. And I don't really want to hesitate when I'm really aiming to get onto all the stages I would like to perform on like, this is the time that I want to do it. So let's go.
That's what I'm saying. Because you're a practitioner, with or without those stages, you'll still be in another stage somewhere. You know what I mean? You're not like this other artist over here who's chasing for a viral moment. You see what I'm saying? No.
Yeah. No. I love to perform wherever I am. It doesn't even matter if I have a stage or not. I'm going to create one,
and that's the difference. The difference is some people come in like kind of targeting trendy situations. You see what I'm saying? They're targeting trendy situations, and that's where the bar lowers down. That's the other side. To me, that's the negative side of the internet. You see what I'm saying? The negative side is like everybody is let in. You see what I'm saying? Everybody is let in, and then for the consumers, it becomes hard to tell, like, yo, listen, man, that's a Lucy Morningstar. Listen to the guitar too. Listen, man, that's the viral song. Listen to the horns. You see, it's a here and there. But that being said, what are we working on right now? What's the latest one, and where should we send everybody to go check it out?
I recently have released my song "The Plan," and that's available on all platforms. And I also released "Victories." These are songs that you could find on my Bandcamp, and they're reggae songs featuring members of the band Earthcry.
Oh, I got "Victories" over here.
Delroy Posner has those two songs with me, and they're available on all platforms. And I have a new reggae song coming out that I'm featured on, Bag of Bones, featuring Lucy Morningstar, Times Get Tough, which will be available everywhere. And that one you should also check out.
All right.
And I'm going to be releasing some more music here shortly. So if you want to follow me, my website's lucymorningstar.com. Mm-hmm. And at lucymorningstar.com, you can find all my upcoming shows, my music, all the stuff's there.
Listen, for lucymorningstar.com, yo, listen. Hold on for that. Listen, for lucymorningstar.com, guys, click down below. Click down below. You see that? Yeah, right there. lucymorningstar.com. Go follow that. You get to see all the shows. You get to see all the latest. She'll be keeping you up to date with those happenings. You know what I mean? Before you go to wherever, I'm giving you the link right there, lucymorningstar.com. Right?
Nice.
Yeah. Nice one.
I want to give thanks to Raquel Zion Rock Reynolds and all of my supporters who have been huge and pivotal in making me connect with other, avenues of places where my music can be heard. So thank you guys. You've helped me to get my music further and further out there and onto different radio stations. And I just want to, give a big shout out to my family and my friends who have been repping it super hard, buying my merch and letting people know to listen to the new music. I also released an EP called Michigan with 3 songs, Song for You, Michigan, and Gender Reveal Party. So I have some different music that had come out recently, and I'd love for people to check out all of the different kinds of songs that I've released recently, which are kind of just like telling stories about my travels.
Definitely.